Who is so just slam excited for this brand new incentive that started yesterday? Because I know I am. Yes, 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 yes. This incentive, it's probably my favorite incentive that we do. I mean, I love the trips, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this incentive people don't see as overwhelming. So they feel like they're like, oh, I can do this. Well, let me just tell you that y'all can do it, even if it's whatever incentive it is. But I absolutely love, love, love this incentive because Scentsy is incentivizing us for working our business the way that we should. So they are incentivizing us for doing the activities that we should be doing anyway. So how amazing is that, that we are going to be rewarded for working our business, I guess, appropriately, right? Okay, so who has had the chance to look over the FAQ, the earning levels, all of that kind of stuff? You can talk to me in the chat. I promise I'm trying not to be rude, y'all, but this is like saying that it like telling her to choose a consultant and she was an earn a kit. So we're like, we ain't doing that. Okay, so good. So if you have not, that's okay. I'm going to go over how to earn right now. And then I also have some amazing leaders who are going to share some top tips for earning incentives. And then I will finish the call out with some more tips. So I am going to open up this file. Now, if you go to your workstation and you click on the incentive tab, there is tons and tons and tons of information there. It's everything that you could possibly want to read about. These are just a little prettier that other consultants make, and I'm going to share with you in 1 second. Just wanted to make sure I could share. Okay. So if you have any questions, guys, as I'm going through and talking to you guys about this, please put them in the chat. And I know that people that have been with us for a while will help answer that, and I'll look it back over as well. But I'm going to share my screen. And where did it go? Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so this incentive runs from yesterday until June 30th. Okay. So what I need you to know is you need to start today. It may seem like June 30th is a long while off, but you need to start today. Okay. So to earn level 1, you need to sell 1,000 NPRV and sponsor 1 new consultant who reaches certified. That means 1,000 lifetime in there since they've joined. Now, it's super, super, super important for everybody to understand that anybody that you sponsored before yesterday does not count for this incentive. Anybody that rolls up to you, like if somebody on your team fell off and they roll up, even if they haven't certified, they do not count for this incentive. A reinstatement, somebody that used to sell, even if they didn't certify, they do not count for this incentive. Only brand new people that you personally sponsor. Okay. That is where a lot of people get confused and they're thinking that they're farther along than they are, but it's only brand new people. Now listen to Chastity though. All of those reinstatements, all of those rolled up people, all of the people that want to come back to Scentsy to earn this incentive or whatever, they're important too. And you should always be on the lookout for people to join your team based on what's in it for them. So just because somebody's a reinstatement doesn't mean that we're not going to treat them the way that they need to be treated. Okay. So when you earn level 1, you get the fall winter 2021 new season sales kit for Scents. Basically what that means, guys, is you're getting, whenever they release the new fall scents, you will get a bar of each of those scents. Okay. We don't know how many those are, but that's what it is. And then an exclusive warmer. And that's always super cool. They design it. And then this honestly is one of the biggest things that you guys need to pay attention to when it comes to this spring incentive, because some people are like, well, it's not a trip. I don't really want to work towards it. Guys, 500 points towards the fall winter incentive. Do you know how many leaders that I have coached that missed earning a fall incentive by less than 500 points? Don't look back and wish you had earned level 1 of the spring summer incentive because you just decided not to work, because those 500 points are going to be really, really good. Okay. And we have been told that these points for this incentive, like the ones that you're getting for the fall winter, are going to go towards the harder category of the fall incentive. So sponsoring points instead of just like regular points, which is what a lot of people struggled with in this fall winter incentive. They had all the points, but they didn't have the sponsoring requirements. Okay. So that is level 1. Level 2 is 2,500 PRV and sponsored 2 new consultants who reach certified. Okay. 2 brand new people. Now you're getting the fall winter new season sales kit, and you're going to get the home, which means possibly warmers, maybe some pods, like some different things. We don't know what's in that kit yet, but it's what everybody wants it, right? And that's what I always use for when I have my fall open houses, and I made samples of it and I didn't have to worry about spending any money because they sent it all to me. Okay. You get the exclusive warmer, and then here we go, 1,500 points towards that fall winter incentive. There were people who missed this last trip by 700 points because they needed those sponsoring points. So don't sleep on this. Okay. And then you have the option, if you don't want these things, you have the option of taking $300 in product credit for Scentsy. Okay. And then level 3 is 3,500 in PRV, sponsored 3 new consultants who reach certified. Okay. And then you're getting all of the things that we've said before. So you're getting the new season sales kit and the home, you're getting the exclusive warmer, and then y'all, you are getting Scentsy luggage or custom Converse. Hello. And let me tell you right now that the Scentsy luggage is to die for. The entire reason why they brought the Scentsy luggage to these incentives is because you used to only be able to get Scentsy luggage through a leadership program that hasn't been around forever. So there were people that never even had the opportunity to get the Scentsy luggage, and they're all throwing a fit because it's that good. It's like the hard-sided, super nice. It's branded with Scentsy. It's amazing. And then if you already have the luggage or you just aren't into the luggage, you can choose Scentsy Converse. And I'm super, super excited about those because I am a Converse queen. And then, y'all, 3,000 points. 3,000 points, y'all. 3,000 points. That's a lot of freaking points that you're getting for the work that you do in the spring. Don't sleep on it. And then $300 in product credit. So you don't have to choose when you earn level 3. You're getting that $300 product credit and all the rest of that stuff. Or you can choose 1,000 in product credit for a Scentsy shopping spree. Now, the thing about the product credit, it's not going to expire, and you can use it on PRV products if you pay full price for it. So there is that, but I don't know why people are going to take $1,000 in product credit and sleep on all of that stuff, because that stuff is amazing. Now, last but certainly not least, I'm going to show you a different flyer, and it is talking about top 50. Do not look at top 50 and think that you can't earn it, because if you think that, you're right. But I can promise you, you can. I've earned top 50 before. We've had other leaders in our group that have earned top 50. I've earned top 150 in other incentives. It is 110% possible. But I need you to listen to how top 50 is earned. And this is why it's fair for everybody. It's fair for everybody. So once you hit level 3, and once there's enough people to be in level 3, there'll be a tracker that tells us if you're in the top 50 or not. The thing that makes the biggest difference with top 50 is the GWV of all of your new people who achieve certified, not just the new people in general, the new people who achieve certified, all of that GWV, that is what is going to qualify you for top 50. Does that make sense? So helping your team members find success is what is going to help you get into top 50. And then if you earn top 50, you can earn an all expenses paid trip to leadership and a guest. We don't know where that's going to be yet, but that'll be a trip in January of next year, or you can choose the level 3 rewards. When I earned top 50, I chose level 3 because I wanted all of those things. And that's just what I wanted to do. That's what God laid on my heart. So that's what I did. If you go into our workstation, you are going to see so many FAQs. You're going to just see all of the questions that you could possibly really have. But does anybody have any specific questions about the qualifications? There is no stupid question. We were all new. There's a lot of times that sometimes Scentsy puts things out and we're not really sure exactly what it means because it can be vague. Also, if you go look on your workstation, I've printed this out for myself as well. These are all of the different levels. It's right there from the workstation. Okay. So, oh, y'all ain't ready to see them Converse. I'm going to tell you, they are legit. I am going to share this folder in the chat because I'm going to let my amazing leaders take it away and give you some tips before I start, or before I start talking too much. I know I keep saying I'm just trying to find this folder real quick. The only thing that I'm going to say about anything before they tell you what their tips are is listen to what they say. Take it all in. Take it all in. So Shannon, you being new is amazing because you have so much momentum and you're so excited, and fall trips, we never know. Every single year it's different. So I can't even tell you that. But for this right here, it's all laid out for you. You need 3,500 PRV and 3 new teamies to certify, and you will have the top tier level. And it is 110% doable. What I just shared in the chat is the folder that I was sharing. The number one thing that I need to tell you is you need to track it, and do not just worry about what's on the workstation, because you need to be able to walk into your office or walk into your workspace and see it so that you remember that you've got goals. Because if you sleep now, it's very, very hard to catch up. But you have all of the time right now to get ahead of yourself and to really work hard in the beginning. I am going to use this tracker. It is in that folder. I'm going to see if I can find one that's not as pixelated. But what I do, guys, is I literally tape it to my desk. And every single day when I come in here, I look at it. There's also one from Christina Stainbrook that you can color. And then there's also one from the workstation. There will probably be many more that I post within our group, but I just want you guys to know that I don't believe in only tracking it on the workstation. I think that it needs to be right there in your face for you to see that you've got goals to meet. Okay. Which one of y'all, did y'all decide who wants to go first? All right. So Blair is going first, and I am going to spotlight her and mute myself.
Okay. All right. So I feel like we're going to have the same tips that it comes to earning an incentive, but Chastity asked me to list off the incentives that I had earned, and I wasn't even thinking about summer incentives when I was writing down my trips. So I have earned the Punta Cana trip for 2. I earned the Mediterranean cruise to Europe for 2. I earned the director consistency, which was reunion to Cali. I also earned a top 50 from an summer incentive. And thinking back, I'm pretty sure I've gotten level 3 on every summer incentive that we've had since joining. But my top 50 was to Canada, and they went, I think it was September 2019, and I had Logan in August, so I couldn't go. So I chose level 3. No, I'm sorry. I chose the stuff for level 3. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then I earned Cancun, Mexico. I earned Marco Island. I earned Austin, Texas. But I wasn't able to go on that one because of having Logan. They wouldn't let me on the plane. But, I guess, looking at incentives are what made me want to join Scentsy. I didn't join Scentsy to begin with. I did not join Scentsy for the thought of maybe being full-time with it like I am one day, or because I absolutely needed the money. I saw Chastity go to Disney World, and I thought about it for months, and I sat on it, and then she ended up messaging me, and I said, yeah, I want to do this because I wanted to travel. That was my whole thing was I wanted to experience things I knew that I wasn't going to get to do if it wasn't for Scentsy. And even these summer incentives, we've been able to earn Apple gift cards and points towards the fall incentives and stuff. So I think it's super great to help your business keep going. So you have to bear with me. I did not spend a whole lot of time taking my notes on this. I just jotted stuff down right before the call. But my number 1 tip is do not wait to start earning. Okay, this trip. Start now. Start today. You should have started yesterday and probably thinking about it the week before. But I see a lot of people don't try for the incentive until we're 2 months in, and then they get this fire under them and they really want to earn it, and they've spent the last 2 months doing nothing. So make it a point now to start earning, not in May and not in June. And I hate it too, because I see so many people who didn't really work the incentive, but got so close and got within maybe 500 points and ended up missing it just because they weren't, really trying the whole time. And if they had just put a little more effort in, they would have earned the highest level or the trip, or whichever it was, spring or fall. And then my next tip is to plan ahead. So one thing that I do for incentives is I look at how many points I need for the level that I want, which is going to be the highest level. So right now I'm shooting for level 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that PRV and I'm going to divide it by the number of months that we have. And that's going to be my minimum PRV goal for each month. Now I'm always going to aim for a little more than my goal. Okay. My goal is 2,000, I want to put in at least 2,300, 2,500. Okay. You need to know where your PRV is going to come from. So don't wait until April to figure out where your April PRV is going to come from. Don't wait until May or June. You need to know ahead of time where that month's PRV is going to come from. That is a big, big thing in helping you earn the incentive, especially this past fall incentive. I knew that I had to have 2,500 PRV minimum every month to be able to hit the level that I wanted to hit. And knowing where you're going to get that is going to keep a lot of stress off of you too, because you don't want to get, the middle of March, end of March, and be like, I have no idea where I'm going to get this PRV from, and then start texting customers frantically. And, just keep in mind, how many points do you need each month? When do you need to have your people sponsored by? You don't want to sponsor your people in, I don't know, what do we have to the end of June 10th? And then, put all that on them to be sponsored by the end of June. Why not sponsor people now so that you have, you want to get them certified as soon as possible and get their business launching, but it also is something that doesn't need to drag on for 3 months. I know for the fall incentive, I sponsored most of my people that my sponsoring points came from in July. And some people get certified in 4 days. Some people take 4 months. You just never know. And not everybody works the business the same. So those people that are getting certified in 4 months may just be joining to buy from themselves. So you don't want to wait until June to start sponsoring. So plan ahead, have your sponsoring conversations now and plan ahead where your PRV is going to come from. And then my other big tip is, and this is a huge one for me, is believing that you can earn an incentive. It is sometimes really exhausting to have conversations where people are like, oh my God, like it's just so hard. I can't do it. I don't know how you do it. It's because I want to. I said this on a call the other night. I said, it's not that they can't, it's that they don't want to. And I'm just a huge believer that you're going to prioritize and put importance on the things that you want and the things that are important to you. And if it's not important to you, it's not really a priority. I joined in the end of June, no sales experience, none whatsoever. I could probably count the number of really good friends I had on one hand, not gonna lie. And I earned a trip for 2 people to Punta Cana by December. Completely blows my mind thinking about it, but I had already in my mind thought, okay, I really, really want to earn this trip. So just believing that you can and telling yourself that you can and not looking at it as like, I can't do that. We're in the process. We got all of our furniture delivered. This is a little off topic, but I really want to share this. And I'm like cleaning out stuff from where we moved from the other house. And I found this little book that after my house burned down, and then I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes 2 weeks after that. So for anybody that knows me, it was a hard moment. Like I cried a lot, but this is the book that I kept track of what I ate and like what my blood sugar was, and not that y'all really care, but I was flipping through it and I found this scribbling in the front. Y'all can't see that. And I was like, what is that? And it says, stop spending one more moment on what you don't have and move forward. I don't know when I wrote it. I don't know why I wrote it, but I know the time frame that I wrote it down in there. And it just like, I applying that to like everything in my life. Stop looking at a past incentive that you didn't earn. Stop looking at all the things that other people are able to do in their business and you're not. And stop looking at just what you don't have. Stop looking at what you don't have and decide like, I want that and go for it. And I really, really needed that. And I don't even remember like writing it or why I wrote it or where I even got it from, or if I thought of it myself. I have no idea. But just believe in yourself and believe that you can do it. And I know that that's kind of just, it's hard for some people. It is. And I would say like years ago, it was probably really hard for me too, to put, to look at everything as positive as I could. And like trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. But I know that it can be hard sometimes, and comparison is a thief, like Chastity just wrote. And but you're absolutely capable. A certified consultant is just as capable of earning this incentive as a star director or a superstar director. 100%. I'll tell anybody that. Don't look at it as like, oh, I just joined. Or honestly, I think brand new consultants have the very best chance of earning this because they have a fire in them from just joining, and there's just so much that they can do and grow in their business. So those are my tips. Hope that helps somebody, but just do it. Just do it for yourself. I always say it. We only get one life to live. Don't just sit around and live every single day the same, Monday through Friday. You're only living for the weekends. Just do it for yourself. And so you can enjoy life and have these things. And so you can feel the rewards and when this incentive is finished up and everything, I want to be able to say, yeah, I earned level 3, post it on Facebook and tell all my friends. And you want to be able to say that too. So I'm done.
So I can't even get it together because I've just had a lot of emotions going on this week too. But anytime that I hear people just share about belief, it just hits me so hard because I know how hard it is to believe in yourself. And I know how the devil can reach down and make you feel like you're not good enough. And he can make you have all those negative feelings like, well, like, I haven't been doing this for 5 years. I'm not Chastity. I can't do this. Yes, you can. Because Chastity was sitting in the exact same spot as you as a brand new consultant that joined a month ago, that had zero belief in herself from leaving an abusive marriage and an abusive relationship, and just having the person that I am today is not the same person, because I would die if I cried in front of people years ago. And now it's like I cry on every day team training because I'm just so passionate about it, because I know that there are so many of you that work in jobs that you are never told you are appreciated. I know that there are so many of you that go to work or go home and all you're ever told is what you do wrong. But Scentsy can be your place of happiness, and it can be your place of fulfillment. And if you're not going to get that positive influence from anywhere else in your life, I'd be damned if you don't get it from our group. And I'd be damned if you don't get it from us. And I just want so many, and this isn't me wanting it for me, it's me wanting it for you guys. I just want you to just pull up your bootstraps, put on your big girl panties, and believe that you can do it, because belief and showing up when you don't want to, that's what's going to get you where you need to go. Showing up when you don't want to and believing in yourself. Believing in yourself is such a big part of it. And if you think that people that are superstar directors or whatever don't have those moments where they want to quit or they feel like a failure, you are absolutely wrong. Blair and I were having that conversation yesterday. I had told myself today that I am just the worst consultant ever. I'm not going to earn this incentive. Like, I literally had those thoughts. But that's not from God. That's from Satan. And God is going to bless everybody that continues to show their light and do the right things for the right reasons. So I am off my soapbox and I am going to let Anna talk.
I'm going to say one more thing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, talking about belief too, I earned that top 50 in June of 2019, a month after I lost my house and was pregnant and just had my life completely turned upside down. So I'm just saying, like, anything is possible if you just believe in yourself and just give it 110%. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Oh, let's see. Okay, so Anna, are you unmuted? You're good?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to follow that. I should have went first.
You better stop. You better stop.
All right. Well, we kind of, I'll just kind of shoot over. Like she said, she wanted us to say kind of the trips we earned. I've earned not nearly as many as Blair, but I'm not done. I'm just getting started. So I did earn, my first one was Marco Island in 2019, earned level 1, earned for me to go free. The buy-in was too much for us to spend for my husband to go. So I decided to go use that toward family reunion that year. So I went to Austin, Texas, all expenses paid for free, which was awesome. We did earn level 2 for the Scentsy Stars at Sea for 2020. And of course, COVID stole that from us. So I really hate that, but we did get the cash payout. I earned the last one that's similar to this one, the Grow with the Flow level 3, got all those goodies, and then just wrapped up level 2 for the Disney World for this summer. And I can't wait to go there and take our boys. And me and Blair did have a lot of similar tips. And one was plan ahead. I did have that down there, and you have to track it. Chastity's already went over that. You have to lay down a plan. Do not wait to go ahead and get it in front of you. I have it in my Happy Planner on its own little tab, and I'm going to check it every single day. And like Blair said, to break it down as best as you can, so you know what you need to be doing every single month and plan ahead. Party. Book all the parties and recruit all the hosts. The hosts don't want the kits with the earning kits, ask the guests of the party. If they don't want it, ask people on your dream team list, people you already have relationships with, and make it about them. This isn't just about, of course you want to earn the incentive, but it doesn't need to just be just some random person that you have no relationship with, unless, you know, they approach you on Facebook, say if you share it that you had the kit. But work on the relationships you built already and how it's going to bless them so they can hop on and still, like if you recruit somebody now, they have an opportunity to earn this earn this incentive as well. So, I mean, use that to your advantage as well. Let's see, I made a few notes. And Chastity kind of already hit on this too. If you're brand new, like my girl Shannon on here, I have a few more. This is the perfect opportunity. It might be kind of scary to start a team and start recruiting now, but you will learn together and you'll grow together because you will both be new and you both have the opportunity to earn this incentive. Offer that kit, like I said, anytime you're putting in a local order, you have a party, nobody wants it, offer the kit up. And then I think that's about it, because I mean, we kind of had a lot of the same ones, but just building relationships, sharing, you know, always share your story. I've been super bad about sharing that, but I mean, share everything that you're doing, and just everybody has the opportunity to do this. I mean, this is a totally attainable incentive. And I really like the points that are going toward the fall and winter incentive, because odds are it's going to be a trip. So I want all the points to go toward that. But that's kind of about it.
Thank you so much. And these ladies were so gracious to volunteer to just speak a little bit, because I just want you guys to know, and I mean, I think I said it in the chat, but I want to make sure that I say it out loud. Every single consultant in Scentsy started at 0 yesterday. Superstar consultants, or if you joined yesterday, every single person has the exact same opportunity. And that is one reason why I absolutely love this company, because there will be superstar directors that don't earn this incentive and will be mad about it, but it's because they didn't work. And I'll be the black sheep. I'll be the one to say it. I don't care. If you don't work your business, you're not going to earn this incentive. And that's why I love this company, because I've been in companies where you earn incentives for not doing anything after you reach the top. Everybody starts over as a certified consultant at the beginning of the month. You have to earn your title and earn your way. So if you are brand new, you have just as much opportunity as somebody who's been in this business for 5 years. In my opinion, like Blair said, you have momentum, you have excitement, you have like so many more opportunities, not more opportunities, but you just have a different perspective. I earned my very first incentive trip. I joined on July 29th. I didn't sell anything in July on purpose. I wanted to wait till August 1st to start selling. I earned Shooting Star on my first day, and I only joined Scentsy to buy for myself. I'd earned Disney by October. I was a single mom, not getting child support, living with my boyfriend while my mom was not happy about it. Like, never in a million years can a single mom teacher take her kid to Disney World, but Scentsy did that for me. And I had no belief. But what I did was I watched what all of these successful people were doing, and I did it. Not by copying and pasting their posts, because you have to be you, But if you watch those names that I called at the beginning of this call, if you watch the people that trained on this call, if you look at the participants on this call right now, if you look at those people, I can promise you, you are going to be able to pull something that's going to help you rise to the occasion, because there's no one way to work this business. Because if you try to do things that aren't you and things that don't bring you joy, you'll die and you'll quit. If somebody told me, I know COVID's going on right now, so events aren't really a thing, but if somebody told me that I had to just go do events, I'd have said, bye, peace out, Girl Scout. Your girl ain't doing it. I don't like people. I'm not doing it. Like, some people like running their business that way, and that's fine, but that's not for me. So if you want super in detailed training about events, I can find you somebody. Jennifer Anderson is the queen. I can find you people that are good in those areas. And I've done events, but that's not how I'm going to run my business. You don't have to feel like you have to run your business like me, because you shouldn't. Because the way I run my business today is completely different than the way that I ran my business 5 years ago. But I want you to know this. If what you're doing right now, because you've been with Scentsy for a while, it's not working, stop doing it. Stop doing the things that aren't working and go find something that is. That means you need to train yourself. That means going on YouTube and watching a video from somebody else. Because if you don't vibe with me, I can promise you I can probably find you somebody that you will vibe with. Because I want you to be successful whether you vibe with me or not. Whether you vibe with your director or not. You don't have to like everybody, but we will respect everybody. But I can promise you that I will find a leadership style or a person that you're going to relate to, because not everybody's going to relate to me, and that's okay. All right. So I want to share my top tips for earning incentives. Now, if you just joined, this may seem a little bit overwhelming. I don't mean it to be overwhelming. I mean it to be like you may need to go watch some other videos about what these things mean, because this isn't going to go super in detail to everything. It's going to be a broad explanation of what I think that, or what I do to help me earn incentives. Okay. The reason why I wanted these ladies to tell you the trips that they've been on, because they're successful. And also because they work their business the same way, whether they're in an incentive or they're not. And that makes a difference, because in this group, we work every month like it's an incentive. And if you are somebody who doesn't sponsor because it's not an incentive period, I want you to ask yourself why you're sponsoring, because it never needs to be about you. It always needs to be about what this can do for someone else. Because if you always make it about you, I just don't know that you're going to find the success that you're looking for. Not in a bad way, but people can tell. People can match your energy. Exactly. So Anna, thank you for saying that. Anna said, if I was working just for the incentives, I wouldn't have sponsored 3 last month. I would have told them to wait, but that's wrong. It's about them. Exactly. Because it only takes one person to join your team to completely change your business. One. Only one. But you don't know who that's going to be. Chloe had no idea that I was going to be a superstar director. I told her I was only joining to buy for myself and I was never going to sell to anybody else. And look now. So you cannot decide for somebody else what they're going to do. Okay. So you have to, and here's a tip, ask everyone always. Ask everyone always. And you always lead with the opportunity. It's join, host, buy. So if you are reaching out to someone, you always need to lead with the opportunity of joining. Because if you lead with just asking them to buy a 6-pack of bars and they say no, how are you going to then follow that up with, but do you want to join? You didn't want to spend $30 on a 6-pack, but do you want to spend $59 or $99 on a join kit? So always lead with the opportunity if they say no to the opportunity, or they say, let me think about it or whatever, you can always offer them the opportunity to take a party, take a grab bag. They can do if you follow me on Instagram, I have a thing going on right now where I'm asking people if they want to be trial Scentsy consultants. You know what I'm doing? I'm getting them grab bags, and they can pretend to be a consultant. They're going to gather those orders. They're going to try and reach 500. And if they don't reach 500, fine. If they do, fine. If they want to join, great. They get to keep those orders and use it as their launch. If they don't, fine. I'm still getting PRV, and I'm offering them the opportunity, because at the end of the day, guys, so many people get discouraged by somebody telling them no, when a lot of the people on here probably told their sponsor no for a hot minute before they finally decided to join. A lot of people on here may have hosted parties or been longtime customers and never joined, but then all of a sudden the time was right, because it only takes 30 seconds for somebody's life to completely change. You don't know what their circumstances are going to be tomorrow. But everything that you do now, guys, and that's one thing I need you to know, everything that you do now is going to pay off in 90 days. So all of the hard work that you're doing right now is, even if they're saying no, no doesn't mean no forever. No doesn't mean no forever. Those are all seeds that you're planting now in the spring that can harvest in the fall. But you have to ask, and you have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to plant those seeds, and you have to water them, and you have to build relationships, and then they will eventually harvest, or they'll fall off. But just because somebody tells you no right now, you need to just realize that the yeses live in the land of the no's. You can't get a yes if you're not getting no's. You can't. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. What if I would have never asked Blair? What if I never would have asked so many other people? What if your sponsor had never asked you? Now, some of you may have came to your sponsor and joined, but you're a rare breed. You're a 1%er. You're the people that we pray for. But know that the number one reason that people don't join is because nobody asked them. But I'm going to tell you what, if you don't ask them, I'm going to ask them, or Anna's going to ask them, or Blair's going to ask them, because I don't care if somebody tells me no. Because at the end of the day, guys, you are offering a blessing that has the ability to change someone's life, or just pay for a manicure. Some people don't have any fun money, or their husband complains if they want to go get a pedicure. They can join to go get pedicure money. Like, they don't have to join to change their life. They can join because they want to be on a call at 8:30 during the week because their kids are driving them crazy, and they want to be able to lock the door and be like, I'm working, bye. Yeah, there's plenty of people that are like that, and that's fine. So when it comes down to who you want to sponsor and what you're doing, I want you to think of this acronym. It's called WIFT. WIIFT. WIIFT. What's in it for them? I see you eating that ice cream, Blair. What's in it for them? Not what's in it for you. What's in it for them? What's in it for them? Not for you. Does somebody need extra money because they want to send their kid to private school? Does somebody want extra money so that they can go get a facial or a massage and not have to take it out of their family's budget? Do they just want to be a hobbyist and only place $200 orders once or twice a year? You can't want it enough for other people. But think about what this could do for somebody. And just because people make a lot of money as a lawyer, as a doctor, as a nurse practitioner, that doesn't mean they don't want this. Not everybody joins for money. Blair joined for travel. I joined to buy for myself. Like, there are plenty of reasons why people join. So when you're writing down the people that you want to talk to out to the side, how could this benefit them? What is their pain point? What is something that Scentsy could bless them with? If you have a customer that's spending $100 a month with you, they need to be on your team. And I know that a lot of people are like, well, then that's my PRV. You need to find new PRV. You need to find new customers. You have to continue to do that or your business is going to die. So remember that. Never be afraid to sponsor your best customer if they're willing to come over. I sponsor a lot of people from Scentsy Club. And that's okay if you have people that don't want to do this as a life-changing thing. 20% or 25% back in cash for buying their own Scentsy is still good for people. And it's not about us. It's always about them. Okay. So what's in it for them? Now, I'm going to go back and talk about how Anna and Blair both said plan ahead. Planning ahead is key. I want to be real specific with you guys though. I want to be super, super specific. I hope that everybody on this call is reaching for level 3. If you're not reaching for level 3, you're selling yourself short. And you're selling yourself short because Scentsy has been in such a hyper growth. Scentsy is an amazing company. We have new things that come out weekly. We work for the most amazing CEOs. So right now is the time to join. So there is no reason why people should be even wary about it at all. Tax season is about to come up. All kinds of people spend money on things on tax season. I've had a lot of people join for $99 instead of that. But I want you guys to know that I just completely lost my train of thought about what I was talking about. Planning ahead. So being super specific and hoping that everyone, that's what I was talking about, hoping that everybody is striving for level 3. This is how I want you to do it. This is what I want you to plan for, because you should always shoot ahead. I want you to plan for 6 parties a month. If you plan for 6 parties a month, even if those 6 are just minimum based parties, 200. Even if they are just $200 parties, if you have 6 of them, then that is going to guarantee you 1,000 PRV for each of those months. So you're not going to have to worry about where your PRV is going to come from. Now, the reason why I say 6, because 6 times 2 is 12. That's obviously more than 1,000. We all know that we have parties sometimes that flop. We also know that we have parties that rise, right? So if you can set yourself a goal of having 6 parties a month from now until June, not just till you get your 3,500 PRV, set that goal for yourself and stay consistent. 6 parties a month, $200 minimum. I always host coach my people to have $500 parties because the rewards are so much better. Okay. So 6 parties. So you can set a goal of 1,000 PRV a month at a minimum and 2 new teamies a month. And I know that that sounds like a lot for those of you who maybe haven't been sponsoring, for those of you who are scared to sponsor. You got to do it, and you need to do it now. And I'm just going to tell you that my sponsoring goal for this month is 5. Why? Because I'm going to push myself. Why? Because I know that it takes about 6 new people, 6 new personally sponsored people, to find someone out of those 6 that's ready to rise, that's ready to listen to everything that I say, that's ready to really make this a business. And I want those people that just joined to buy from themselves. I want those people that may take 4 months to certify. But what I don't want is to be sitting in June stressing over whether or not somebody's going to certify. And that's going to depend on whether or not I can earn that incentive, not just for me, but for them too. So 6 parties a month, meaning 1,000 PRV or more, and 2 new teamies. Now, when I say 2 new teamies, this is something that's super important. It's important for you to get them off to a good start, meaning that you help launch their business, meaning that you help train them, meaning that you're not just tagging them on a team page. Because remember, Scentsy incentivizes us for the things that they want repeated and they're incentivizing us and giving us points and doing all the things for the things that we should be doing. And sometimes Scentsy sees people sponsor people and then never do anything. Now, if someone joins and they're not doing the work, you can't make them work. But that's exactly what happens, is that some people will say, okay, well, I need 3 new teamies. They'll sponsor 3 new people and stop trying to sponsor. And they don't earn the incentive because something happens in one of their new teamies' lives and they stop selling, or that new teamie makes an excuse. So you cannot count on just 3 new teamies to certify. That's setting yourself up for disappointment in a way, because you can't control what other people do. You can't control if they want to just be a hobbyist. And like I said at the beginning, what's in it for them? Somebody joining today during this incentive doesn't mean that they're just no good to you if they only want to put in $200 orders every once in a while. There's still somebody that is getting that back. And the second that you reframe your brain about what's in it for them instead of what's in it for you, I truly believe that God is going to make those blessings rain down on you. Because there was a season where I was very much like me. Not on purpose, but because Satan puts those things in your life and Satan makes you feel that way sometimes. And I have a quote up here, and it's like, if God answered every single one of my prayers, whose life would it change besides my own? And I think that that's just something that I have to live so strongly by, because we live in a world that's very self-centered, and I don't want that for me or my family. I want to teach my kids and be the light for other people, to see that there are good people in the world that care about others, that want other people to rise. Because at the end of the day, you cannot do this business alone, and you cannot get to the top alone. The most successful people in this business are the ones that reach down and pull everybody else up with them. So when I say plan ahead, just like they were saying about knowing where your PRV is going to come from, it's the second of the month. If you don't know where your 6 parties are going to come from, that's what you need to focus on. And from those 6 parties that you have, every single one of those hosts needs to be offered to join. If those hosts don't want to join, see if one of the guests want to join, because that is a blessing. That is a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. If none of those guests want to join, but you have somebody that's not affiliated with them that wants to join, guys, go on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. I have 2 or 3 different videos where you can gift someone a host kit as long as you leave a penny in the cart. They don't even have to be a part of the party. You just go in and edit it, and you have a kit. Every single time you close a $200 order, you have a $59 join kit that you can give somebody. That's what I just did tonight. It wasn't her party, but she's been watching me and she's been talking about joining to buy from herself. So you know what I did? I asked her. I said, hey, I have a $59 join kit up for grabs tonight. Do you want it? She said, let's do it, girl. Even if I just buy it to pay, even if I just use it to buy for myself. I'm like, you're already buying enough, so we got this. So I changed the host name to her, and she's getting that host kit, and I'm going to help launch her business. Even though she's only joining to buy from herself, I still believe in helping throw them a launch party, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. So people have different opinions. Like, that is completely up to you, Britt. That depends on your relationship with those people and like how you know them, all of that kind of stuff. So I think that it just comes down to what you feel comfortable with. Posting in the party is completely fine. Reaching out to people is completely fine. Does anybody else have any questions about the incentive or how to earn or anything like that? Something I wrote down from the notes was about sharing what Scentsy's done for you, that doesn't have to mean a trip. That doesn't have to mean anything other than you got free and half off, or you filled your gas tank up. Oh, Alexa, just turn my lights off. Or if you bought groceries. It can literally, and those are the types of things that make people intrigued to join. Amber Willoughby is one of my good friends here, and she is a Superstar director. She decided to join because Chloe posted a pair of shoes that Scentsy paid for, and Amber wanted some shoe money because she was a teacher like me and didn't have a lot of extra money to just spend on shoes because she wanted to. So if you can find out what someone's pain point is, meaning what keeps them up at night, what do they wish that they had? And it's not always money. It can be a group of girls that you sit and talk to. It can be a team page. It can be a community. It can be smell goods. Can be money. Gave you back your confidence. Yes, you can't put a price on that. And I've said, I'll say that till the day I die. I am a different person today because of Scentsy, because it gave me my confidence, because it gave me purpose more so than being a mom. Because if you're a mom, you know that those little things just take and take and take. And sometimes you just don't have anything for yourself. But for me, I know that I love my children, don't get me wrong. And I do feel fulfilled by my children, but sometimes you need something outside of them. And I'm done with you, Blair. Blair made me do the sprinkler to Spice Girls on a European cruise in front of a bunch of people that I didn't know. And it's all anybody ever talks about. My husband has the video and it's super embarrassing. You wouldn't have memories like that. I would never have memories in Europe, in Punta Cana, when Blair's phone was on the bottom of the foam party pool. But we won't talk about that. Or she flooded the hotel room and got her roommate's clothes all wet and didn't have anything to wear. And I got to take my son on his very first Disney World trip for free. And I get to take my daughter at the exact same age that Mason is because of this business. So I just want you guys to know that we are here. We were all brand new. We all felt like you do. We all still feel like you do. We all have doubts. We all started over at zero. But at the end of the day, break it down, make a plan, get your parties booked, have your conversations, show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're having a bad day. And you can earn this. Does anybody have any questions or anything you want to say or share or anything? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.